Hello, Rose. Hello. 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 Hello, Rose. Hello, Rose. Hello. I hope you're a day. You're a day. You're a day. Or a night. Night is going. Super lovely. I am so excited to be doing this personalized color analysis on you, Rose. You're an icon, and I love your channel. So, I'm very giddy. I'm very giddy today because I'm excited, and I can't wait to hear your thoughts. But with these personalized color analysis, I do a personal color draping on you. I am first and foremost going to go over your picture and your questions, well, your answers that you provided to my questions. And we're going to take a look at your eyes. Yes, your eyes. And we're going to see what metal suits you best. Is it silver or is it gold? Let's see. And then we're going to get into all of the details of what season you fall in and what specific category you fall into for that particular season. Sounds good? Okay. So let's just start off with your beautiful pictures. You sent me one picture, but I did take a screenshot from one of your videos, and I will tell you why in just a moment. So, here we have a beautiful bare-faced photo of you. You are a legend in blonde. I actually love that you're not afraid to try new things with your hair. I've loved you in red as well. So, in this photo, you're wearing blue, a cool toned blue, and a cool toned gray, lighter gray, heathered gray. You are wearing gold jewelry, from what I can tell. And I did notice that your complexion in this photo, anyways, does have a pink tinge, pink hue. And your eyebrows from the photo does appear to be a more so cooler brown. So in contrast to your now blonde, which I would consider a much more truer blonde, this is much more warmer in contrast with your overall appearance. So I would say what I mean by a warmer blonde, there is no cooler or ashier tones within the blonde. Now I know that pictures don't do quite justice in terms of like seeing the colors within your eyes and such, so I did take a still photo from one of your videos. Gorgeous. And you could see your eyes much better in this photo. What I noticed about your eye color, they're definitely hazel, which I love. It means that you have chameleon eyes, so they change depending on your hair color. They change depending on what you're wearing. They change depending on the season. So you can do a lot with the fact that your eyes are ever changing. But overall, your eyes, I would say, they definitely shift green. There's a lot of green within your eyes, a lot of earthiness within your eyes. But I would say they definitely lean more cool. They're a bit more muddled in a way, meaning mushroomy. I guess that's the best way to describe it. So they are more of a like grayish brown. Some hazel eyes lean very yellow, very, very golden yellow. But your eyes don't quite do that. There may be a little, golden hues here and there, but overall there is much more grayish brown, and again, that like mushroomy color. Gorgeous. I love hazel eyes so very much. So I chose this photo because, look at your eyes. Obsessed. Here, I guess you can also see your natural coloring peeking through, which you did. Say that your hair is more so of a lighter brown. You can definitely see that, and I would say even here you can see that your natural coloring leans more cool. So it definitely coincides with the coolness within your eyes, the coolness within your brows, even like the coolness within your lips. But I think even saying that, you are, in my opinion, leaning more cool. I'm just looking at the pictures, but there's still like a little tinge of warmth. A little tinge. But we will get into all of that. Okay. Now we're going to go ahead and go over your questions or your answers to the questions that I provided to you. And you may hear my kitty cat. You may hear my kitty cat. Okay, so first I asked you to examine your veins to tell me what color you see. I know it can kind of be tricky, right? So if they appear more greenish, you have a warm undertone. If they appear more bluish or even purplish, you have a cool undertone. If you can't discern your vein shade and your veins appear more blue-green, then you are a neutral. And you clarified that your veins are leaning bluish. So that would mean you have a cool undertone. Now, how would you best describe your skin tone? You said light beige with a pink tinge, and I definitely agree with that. What is your basic skin coloring? You said light. Again, I definitely agree with that. What happens when you tan? You said tans easily as long as you don't overdo it. What is your natural hair color? You said dirty blonde, blonde to lightest brown. When you were younger, it was actually naturally blonde, and then it gradually became a light brown. what is your natural eye color? Hazel. In different lighting and in different hair colors, it could be green or brown. Also, I did ask you what is your hair color today, and of course it's blonde. Which intensity of colors do you prefer? You wear a lot of darker colors like black, blue, brown, dark green, dark orange, dark red, and sometimes purple, pink, and white. You are open to anything, but anxious when it comes to anything bright and or wild. Okay. And I asked you what colors you avoid wearing. Again, bright colors, bright reds, oranges, yellows, things of that nature. And I would agree that those are very difficult colors. They could be like overly striking. So I'm the same way. How would you describe your sense of style? It could be better. Used to be a t-shirt and leggings only girl because you didn't know a lot about styling and you love comfy attire. But for the last few years, you've been trying to put more efforts, and you love wearing dresses. You find that they complement your body, and overall, you're very casual, but you want to elevate things. I love that. So, what is your preferred metal? So, your preference in jewelry, gold or silver? You said gold. And do you wear makeup? Very light, especially for filming. Okay. So, those questions were very concise and very helpful. So, thank you so very much. And now we're going to go ahead and do the metal test, okay? So I'm just gonna put the gold earring right to your cheeks here, and the silver earring right to your cheeks here. There's my kitty cat. But I definitely would say silver is your best metal, although again this is just for funsies, and I always say wear what you love, and you'll always look your best. But overall, because you do lean a bit more cooler toned, I would say silver is more of your best friend. But again, wear what makes you feel like you. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and check your eyes. Okay, so just look directly at my nose here, directly at my nose. Okay, I'm going to bring the light in. Okay, and 1, 2, 3. Okay. It's interesting because I can already see the change within your eyes just by the light hitting. And 1, 2, 3. And yeah, you have beautiful, sometimes they look green, like green. And sometimes they can look a bit brown, but always leaning more grayish brown. I don't know if you have noticed that. And even like the circle outside of your eye color is a bit cool as well. Yeah, lovely. Absolutely beautiful. Okay. go ahead and do the draping process. Okay, so to start the draping process, I like to start with the most basic colors. Okay, so we're gonna start with our whites. Now, I would say that white isn't your worst color, but it's probably not your best color. Okay. Next up, we have black. I know that you love the color black. And I do believe that black typically looks good on everyone. But I think it could probably be a bit too overly contrasting on you. So it's not your best dark. Okay. Now, even though black may not be your best dark, we will still find the best dark for you. Okay. So those two colors are a bit much, okay? They're either too dark or too bright, so we need to find a perfect medium. Okay, so next up, we are gonna do our neutrals, including gray. Okay. So we have this one here. Which I like this better than white. I would say if it leaned a bit more cool, I would like it even better. But this is a better, lighter shade for you. Okay. Next up, we have this one here. This is a bit too warm, I would say. So I'm going to say not your best neutral. Not the worst, but not the best. I think I prefer this one a bit more just because it does lean a bit more cooler. So it looks more harmonious. Okay, like it completely brightens up your face in the best way possible. So I like this one. Okay, this one is much too warm for you. There's a lot of yellow in here. So, not your best neutral. And then we're getting slightly darker here. So a darker, warmer brown. Same situation. I find it's much too warm for you. Okay. Although it doesn't look bad against your eyes, but your eyes do lean a bit more cooler, so there's still a little bit more contrast than we would like. Okay. Now this is a darker brown, but it's much more cooler. I would say in general, like darker browns probably aren't going to be the best for you. But if you were to do a darker brown, make sure that it is much more cooler. For instance, our next one here is a darker brown, but it's much more warm. Okay. So here we're pulling on the like grayish brown colors within your eyes, okay? And here, if you wear a warmer brown such as this, your eyes kind of, you know, they lose their saturation. So you want to stick with more of a cooler brown, okay? I'll put that in the yes pile, but I still prefer more lighter colors on you. I think if we're gonna do darker colors, maybe a neutral brown isn't the way to go. Then we have this one here. This is your darkest brown, so like a chocolate brown, kind of neutral. Again, not the worst brown, so if you're gonna do something like this, that would be okay, but it does lean a bit warmer. So I still prefer this as like the darkest neutral. So okay. Just to kind of reiterate, these would be your best neutrals. Again, I would prefer that this had like a tinge of gray, something to make it more cooler, but within the drapes that I have, these are your best neutrals. But in terms of like browns, but I would say that browns in general aren't going to be your best color. Okay, but if I had to choose some of the browns, these would be it. Okay. Now, still sticking with the neutrals, these are the grays. And automatically this makes your eyes pop. It even changes your eyes in a beautiful way, really accentuating the grayer hues within your eyes. Even the greener parts really pop. So I love gray on you. So, and again, when doing the draping process, like typically we would like pull back the hair, right, and put maybe like a white towel and clip your entire hair back. So I am doing the draping process without really putting any account to your hair now, because obviously as humans we are always changing up our hair, and even like I do, I put contacts on so that it completely changes how even like clothes look on us, and so this color may be not the best with the blonde that you have now because it is so warm, but as Rose in her most natural state, gray is stunning. Okay. And then we have a darker gray, okay? And I also love this. So grays are going to be your best darker neutral. Okay. So I would actually like leave behind all the browns and really hone into the grays. I would even say charcoal gray. I don't have that draping here, but a darker, like almost grayed out black. Like if you had a super black t-shirt that you wore all the time and you washed it so many times that it's now gray, that's gonna be your black. Okay, so love the grays on you. Okay, so next up we're gonna do some of the more scary colors. Okay, so we're gonna do yellows and oranges, our scary colors, because I know that these are not the colors for you. We're going to start with the lightest of the yellows and oranges. And what I will say is the butter yellow is for you. Okay. This may not be as butter yellow, but lighter pale light yellows are going to look gorgeous on you. I know that this particular color is trending, and it's a color that doesn't really work on everyone. I can't quite pull off this color. I don't think it really works with me, but it's definitely your color. So scary colors, but this one is good. Okay, next up, this is like a popsicle orange. Okay, like that creamsicle, yeah, creamsicle popsicle. It's giving that, and I'm gonna say no to this. This is an automatic no. We don't even have to take too much time with that one. Then we have our, I would say, pumpkin orange, our Halloween orange. And again, I'm going to say no to this one as well. It just doesn't do your features justice. And oranges like this could make you look sickly, which is probably why naturally you're just like no to oranges, because you just know. Okay. This one is much more doable. It leans almost peachy coral, I guess. It's like more of a squash color. Even though it is a bit more muted, still bright, but a bit more muted in comparison to our like pumpkin orange. No, this also is not your color. You could say this is a true pumpkin shade. Okay. I'm also going to say no to this one as well. Okay. So next up, our pinks. Pinks and reds. Okay, so here we have our lightest shades. I would say that this one definitely needs a bit more warm. I would say that you could wear a lighter pink. This is warm, not your worst pink. This is a much more cooler toned pink. So I think if you had to choose between the two, this one would be your best pink, but honestly, I do like them both. But there's just an ever so slight difference. And it's kind of hard to tell, but yeah, ever so slight difference. You can see that if I back up. And I would say that I much prefer this one on you. But I don't hate this one either. Sometimes draping is hard, you know, it's like I don't want to knock, one of those colors because I think they both look good. Okay, this one, it's a step up. It's, not the lightest shade, not the darkest pink. It's cool toned, and I like it. I do like it on you. Again, it's bringing brightness to your face. It's bringing melody to your face. It makes sense. And then we have this mauve rose color. And I will say that rose shades look gorgeous on you. So I really like this one. I think mauves in general are going to be your best friend. I love what this does to your eyes. It actually brings out the green within your eyes. So, love, love, love. Okay. Then we have this one here, which is a warmer red. There's a touch of pink in here as well, but it's definitely much more warmer, and I would say that this is not your best pink or red. Okay. Then we have this one here. Which I think is really pretty. I do prefer some of the other pinks, like these, but this one isn't bad. So I'm still gonna put it in the yes pile because I think you could still pull it off. Then we have almost like a raspberry shade, and if you want to go for a bright, this is probably going to be your best bright. So I'm going to say yes to this, which may be a bit surprising to you, but I actually quite like this. Again, I love what it does with your coloring, love what it does for your eyes. It's a yes if it makes sense, and it does. Okay, this is almost like a neutral. I usually don't say no to colors like this, so I'm going to say yes. I probably would prefer a color like this if it has like a little more purple in it, a little more blue in it. But I don't hate it, so I'm gonna say yes. This works. Okay, so these are your best pinks and reds, of course, from the drapings that I have. Next up is purples, and I know that you said you wear purple sometimes. So these are some of the purples that we have. And we are going to start off with this one. I find that this one has a lot of yellow within it. Bit of a almost bubblegummy purple, I guess. Very Nicki Minaj. I think that this isn't your best purple. I really love you in lighter, like blush pinks, like those romantic colors. Love. This one, although it's light, it still almost serves a purpose as a brighter color, and so we don't really want that. We don't want highlighter colors amongst your palette. So this is a lighter purple as well, much more cooler toned. I do like this. It's not the worst. I would say I would even like amp it up a bit more to a darker purple, maybe not as pastel as this, but I do like that it's cooler tone. So if you're going for a lighter purple, this is going to be your best bet in comparison to this one. Okay, cool, warm, no, yes. But I would say that this one is probably my favorite purple. So this is going to be my favorite lighter purple for you. It's cool toned. It's not too pastel, so it's not going to wash you out. Looks beautiful against your eyes. Love it. So yes to this. And then this one, it's much too warm. I don't know if you can see the yellow within it. So this is going to be a no. This is more like, is it Barney territory? I don't know, but this is not your purple. Okay, then we have this one, much more cooler toned. I love the tone of this one. Love the tone of this. So I'm going to say yes to this one. And let's see. Yeah, I really like this one as well. So, last one, we have this darker royal purple. It's not the worst. I wouldn't completely break this off. I think you could probably still pull this off because it is a bit on the cooler side. But there's still a tinge of warmth. So my favorite purples on you are going to be these. These are going to be your best purples. Okay? Okie dokie. So next up, we're gonna do greens. Let's see, we're down to our last set of colors, greens and blues. Okay, let's do our greens. We have a heaping pile of greens here. So do this lightest green. Again, this isn't your worst green, but I don't think it's your best green. It's probably a bit too light, so I think that it might just wash you out. Now this one, much prefer. So sage greens are going to be your best friend. So I really like this one. This one may have like a tinge of yellow, so I'm still gonna say yes to that one though. Okay, here we go. This is much more of a cooler green. I still would consider both of these sage greens, but just like different tones. I still think that they would work incredibly well on you, both of them. This is probably your better sage green, but again, both of them are going to look amazing on you. But just so you can like see the difference here. Yeah. Okay, this is a bright. Now I think that this is a bright that you could probably handle. I think in general teals are going to be really great on you. Maybe a darker teal, or just, I don't know, not as bright as this, but I still think that you could pull this off, so I'm still gonna say yes to this one. I don't know if that surprises you, but yeah. Then we have this. This is more of a chartreuse green. And even though, like, you definitely give elfin, you definitely give fairy vibes, I feel like personality-wise, you could absolutely pull this off. But if we're just talking about your coloring, natural hair, your eyes, overall complexion, I would say that this wouldn't be your best green. Then we have our spring grassy green. I'm gonna say no. Leans a bit warm, so not for you. And this one here, I really love. This almost looks gray. It's like, is it gray? Is it green? I don't know. But I like it, so I like this one on you. So I'm gonna say this. And then we have like our, I guess you could consider this like an evergreen color. It's again like all darks. It's like your neutral of the colors. It's not your best green, but if you wanted to do something dark, this wouldn't be an absolute worst choice in terms of green, but there are better greens for you. So these would be your best greens. And next up, we are going to do blues. Blues are last. Okay, so we have our lightest blue. This is like almost an icy blue, I guess. And I'm going to say yes. Spoiler alert, you are going to look really good in blues. Blues are going to be your best color. Roses and blues. I also quite like this one as well. Again, a bit of a brighter blue. It does lean a tinge on the warmer side, but you will look good in this. Slightly darker, slightly brighter. If you wanted to do a brighter blue, this would also look good on you. I would almost consider this like a cornflower blue. Yeah, I really like this one. I know, probably out of your comfort zone. But I guess that's what this is all about, right? Colors that you probably wouldn't suspect or expect to look good on you. You know, try it out. And then we have this one as well, a bit more dulled out. And this one here. But both would look great on you. And the last color is a navy. Again, navy is a neutral. I like the other blues better, but if you wanted to do a darker color in blue, then yes, navy is gonna look good. And I always say yes to navy because darker denims are gonna look amazing on you. So I'm gonna say yes to this. It's kind of like a staple blue. So these are the blues that look amazing on you. A lot. Pretty much all of the blues. All the blues. They look incredible. So, what is your season? Are you ready, Rose, to find out what season you fall into? Okay. You are a summer. And more specifically, you are a soft summer. So here you are right here. Soft summer. So you are right in between a soft autumn and a true summer. Okay. So because you sit very closely to soft autumn, you can pull on some of the more earthier tones, but you are cool and muted. Cool and muted. Let me show you your color palette as well. So here are your colors. The colors that best work for you. Okay? We have some of our neutral shades and our grays, your darkest shades. You can see that within your palette there really isn't any browns. Okay, so we have icicle, birch, chateau gray, satellite, iron is going to be your like mushroomy brown. We have mirage gray, Sedona sage, gray quill, thunderstorm, and raven. So a very, very, very soft black. Okay. We have English rose, quartz pink, flowering ginger, slate rose, and earth red. Okay. We have cameo pink, wild rose, mesa rose, hawthorn rose, and blackberry wine. So as I stated before, I do like a burgundy red, but as you can see here, this color has a tinge of purple to make it just right for your palette. Okay? Then we have Icelandic blue, purple impression, lavender violet, heron, mood indigo, leisure time, porcelain, hydra, arctic, and Atlantic deep. We have meadow, beryl green, hunter green, garden glade, and shadow green. So for your darker shades, the purple burgundy, love indigo. So think more so indigo than navy because it has a little bit of that purple in it. This is one of my favorite colors on you. I wish I had an indigo drape, but yes, indigo all the way. And then I also love a deep teal. This is going to be gorgeous on you. So you can see that your palette is quite soft, you know. So very different in terms of like the colors that you like. You like darker colors. Very, very different, but you can find darker colors within your palette as well. So, as in the hunter green or a darker green. Okay. Here is also your palettes. I like how they kind of broke it down, so I thought I would share this one as well. But we have the neutrals here: denim, sage, blush, soft white, silver, dove, gray, charcoal. We have the reds, oranges, and pinks: ruby, soft red, garnet, mulberry, rouge, and pale pink. Okay. The yellows and greens, we have mice, corn, and chiffon. So you could wear some pretty yellows. Try that out. We have emerald, seafoam, and asparagus for the greens. And the purples and blues, we have wisteria, soft plum, lavender, cornflower, steel, and turquoise. So here are some examples of eye colorings who are soft summer. We have soft blue, blue gray, green gray, and cool hazel, which of course you fall within the cool hazel. And then we have some hair colors that also fall within the soft summer. We have light ash blonde, cool brown, deep ash brown. And of course we were talking about your natural hair coloring. So you start out as a blonde and then it gradually turns into a much more lighter brown. And here are some soft summer celebrities so you can compare. We have Elena Blum. She has a lot of the similar qualities that you have. Even down to like the paleness of her lips. We have Alexa Davalos. We have Anna Mila Guyens. We have Isine Tehran. I'm probably completely butchering these names, but Bara Pansmikova, Bella Hadid, Caroline Bosch Nielsen, Christy Turlington, we have Elizabeth Hurley, Ellen Pompeo, Amelia Clark. You could see just how diverse soft summers could be. Irina Shayk, Isabel Lucas, Jasmine Sanders, Jennifer Aniston, Catherine Langford, Kristen Stewart, Lauren DeGraff. Again, you have a lot of similar qualities. Lola Kirk, Maggie Gyllenhaal, Mace Williams, Marina Nuri, Miranda Kerr, Olivia Williams, Rooney Mora, Rosie Huntington Whitley, again very similar, Ruth Wilson, and Sarah Jessica Parker. Now let's go ahead and take a look at this comprehensive guide to soft summers, okay? Soft summer is muted and cool. The soft summer color palette contains highly desaturated, grayed out colors that would make other color seasons look washed out. But to a soft summer, they are adding understated elegance. Soft summers is one of the 3 summer seasons and sits between true summer and soft summer on the seasonal flow chart. Unlike soft autumn, this season is cool. However, both sister seasons are a blend of autumn and summer. And while soft autumn leans more towards autumn, soft summer leans more towards the summer. Characteristics of the soft summer. You are a soft summer if the primary color aspect of your overall appearance is muted, and the secondary aspect, secondary aspect is cool. Muted and cool, meaning cool colors suit you better than warmer ones, which is why you probably do not like reds too much and oranges too much. When you look in the mirror, the first thing you notice about your coloring is that your skin, eyes, and hair all blend into one another. Instead of bright and vibrant, your features appear somewhat grayed out or toned down. This gives you a soft, muted appearance, like a whisper. The contrast between your skin, eyes, and hair is low to medium. But the important thing is that your coloring blends and is not intense. In addition, your coloring has cooler undertones, meaning silver flatters your skin more than gold. Eyes. Soft summer eyes can be gray, gray blue, gray green, or gray hazel. They can also be muted brown. Regardless of the color, soft summer eyes are always softly grayed. In your case, mushroomy is how I like to describe it. Although they are clearer and less muddy than soft autumn eyes, they are by no means bright, typical of the summer eye. You may notice a crackled glass pattern on the iris. Your eyes definitely helped indicate your placement within the summers. You couldn't be a autumn because you're much too cool. You couldn't be a true summer or a light summer, even though you were born a blonde. You could have fallen into the light summer, but your eyes don't fit the criteria. So, soft summer is definitely best for you. Soft summer skin is either neutral, olive, or neutral cool, with ashy undertones and possibly a pink tinge. This means both silver and gold look good against the skin. But of course, silver looks better. Skin tones range from fair to tan, but they are muted rather than vibrant. Soft summers may also have freckles. Hair in this color season ranges from medium ash blonde or light to medium ash brown. You could find that you were born blonde, as you were, and your hair gradually got slightly darker. Because of the high concentration of cooler pigments, soft summer hair is always muted and ashy, never saturated and bright. When exposed to the sun, it can develop ash blonde highlights. Now, I would say because your hair is colored, your blonde is much more saturated and much more of a brighter hue. It definitely stands out because it contrasts with your coolness. Your hair is warm, but your overall complexion is quite cool. Contrast. Depending on the hair/skin combination, the contrast level between the features is low to medium. In the images below, you can see how the hair is darker compared to the skin, but the contrast is still quite weak. There are also no truly light or dark areas in the image. The color remains around a medium value. Now, soft summer versus soft autumn. Containing the most muted and toned down of the summer family colorings, individuals who fall into the soft summer category may very easily be mistaken for soft autumns. Both color seasons are very similar, and the distinctions are subtle. Both seasons' primary color aspect is muted, but while soft autumn is warm, soft summer is cool. The latter's coloring contains more gentle, muted tones with a high content of gray and olive, whereas soft autumn's coloring has more walnut and honey pigments. We know that honey pigments don't quite match up with you. The color palette. Soft summer is the color season reminiscent of misty days when the heat carries the fog through the air after a cool summer rain. And the arrival of autumn is not far away. These colors are gentle and mysterious. They contain so many cold and warm tones that their collision gives rise to a surprisingly harmonious image. And like a chameleon, this color season can show one side or another. True to soft summer's primary color aspect, the colors are muted and gentle to match the low to medium contrast level of this season's natural coloring. The color palette includes desaturated, low contrast, and coolish colors. Most of the colors are grays and blue-based colors with a heavy focus on pinks, purples, blues, and greens. The colors are not clear, but complex and elusive, almost as if they consisted of many different colors. Soft summer sits on the border to autumn. Summer is muted, cool, and light. Autumn is also muted, so adding autumn to summer makes the soft summer palette even more faded. But autumn brings warmth, which adds a brownish element to the colors. Autumn also adds depth, and thus soft summer colors are the darkest of the summer family. On the 3 dimensions of color, soft summer has the following settings. We have hue all the way almost towards cool. Thanks to soft summer's secondary aspect, the colors lean towards the cool end of the scale, but are still not extremely cool. That means they contain more blue than yellow undertones. As a result, you will find fewer shades of yellow, which is the warmest color of all. And you will only see cooler shades of yellow that have a tint of blue. Instead, there are more blues, pinks, and grays, which are naturally blue-based and thus cool. Then we have our value, which is almost dead center to both light and dark. The color palette is medium in value, meaning neither light nor dark colors dominate it. And while there are lighter and darker colors, most of the colors fall somewhere in the middle of the value scale. And then we have chroma. Chroma is all the way at the very end to muted. In line with the season's primary color aspect, soft summer has the least tolerance for brightness. Consequently, the colors have low chroma, meaning they are very desaturated, muted, or simply grayed out. Sister palettes. Soft summer sits between true summer and soft autumn on the seasonal flowchart. It falls at the autumn end of the summer palettes, and the colors are more muted, warmer, and ever so slightly darker than those of true summer. Compared to soft autumn, the colors are cooler and more grayish, but otherwise similar. Both seasons are medium in value and muted. Compared to the third summer season, which is light summer, the colors share the same neutral cool temperature, but are more muted and darker. As sister palettes, true summer and soft autumn both share soft summer's aspects of cool and muted respectively. Depending on where you fall on the soft summer spectrum, you can borrow some colors from your sister palettes, since they are close enough to the soft summer color palette. If you lean more towards true summer, then you would opt for more muted colors on the true summer palette, such as moonlight mauve, baby lavender, or lichen blue, or lichen blue. Whereas if you lean more towards soft autumn, you can choose the cooler colors on the soft autumn palette, such as English Manor, Ocean Wave, or Dusk Blue. Neutrals. True Black, which is a winter color, is very dark and therefore not flattering on a soft summer. Black near your face will make you look aged and unhealthy. The closest you have to black are grayish dark browns, which are gentler and more muted. These are your dark neutrals. True White, another winter color, is also too harsh for you since your coloring does not tolerate intensity. In its place, you have light grays, sand tones, and muted browns, which you can use as light neutrals. So your lighter neutrals and your darker browns or darker neutrals. Colors to avoid. Since soft summer's main color aspects are desaturation and coolness, your worst colors are bright and warm. Apart from white and black, which we just stated, other vibrant colors such as intense pinks and blues will clash with your natural softness and swallow you up. Rich warm colors like orangey reds and earthy browns are also not flattering on you since they will clash with your coolness. So here are the colors. Not good. Not good for you. Now color combinations. Technically you can combine any of the colors on the Soft Summers palette with each other, but certain combinations will look much better than others. Those are the combinations that repeat the level of contrast that is naturally present in your appearance. Soft Summer's natural appearance blends rather than contrast. This season does not tolerate a lot of contrast. Therefore, your best color combinations are those that complement each other. The best way to achieve this is through monochromatic color combinations. You can pair slightly different shades of the same hue, such as a lighter green with a darker one. While hue contrast is not something soft summers generally wear well, you can combine neighboring hues as long as they have the same value. For example, you could pair lavender purple with a lighter blue. Another option is to mix a neutral with an accent color of similar value, such as light beige with a similarly light yellow. Generally, pastel and grayed out color combinations in a monochromatic way look best on soft summers. So this might make other seasons look washed out, but on a soft summer, it is nothing but flattering. Avoid pairing highly contrasting colors, especially those that sit opposite each other on the color wheel, such as blue and orange. These combinations will swallow up your delicate appearance and make you disappear behind them. So, monochromatic, neighboring hues, and lighter neutral and darker accents. So those are a yes. Good. And there we have it. Now we're going to get into some fashion. So here we have some soft summer color combinations. The best color combinations are those that complement each other. Again, monochrome color schemes, analogous colors, dark neutral and accent colors, light neutral and light accent colors. Monochromatic, so different shades of blue we have over here. Cerulean, we have Riverside Blue and Blue Stone, and we see a lot of monochromatic shades in dresses, and I know that you are more interested in dresses, so I find that monochromatic looks are quite easy to put together. And we have another monochromatic in pink, pink dogwood, and quartz pink. Then we have some analogous shades. I don't know if I'm saying that correctly, but we have purples over here, dusty lavender, and magenta haze. Different tones here. Then we have some greens, laurel green, shadow green, and serpentine. Then we have dark neutrals and accent color. So these are our dark neutrals: Sedona Sage, Steel Gray, and our accent color in Rose Gold. Then we have a neutral and an accent color in Dark Denim and Orchid Haze. Okay. So those are some color combinations. Here's another wardrobe palette breakdown. So we have our base color here in Riverside Blue, our neutral in Chateau Gray, another neutral in Thunderstorm. Then we have another base color in Faded Denim. We have an accent color of Rouge and another accent color of Orchid Haze. Okay. So another wardrobe breakdown with actual pieces. So we have Miranda Kerr here. It was a soft summer, a mixture of summer and autumn. And here it says your look is smoky and mysterious. The different denim colors are wonderful for a soft summer. One of your most beautiful shades is gray, making gray jeans your staple piece. Dress in soft colors, choose low contrast, delicate patterns. You can highlight your beauty with a mix of light and dark shades from the neutral color palette. You can safely wear both light and dark gray shades. Instead of black, build your wardrobe in softer colors. The goal is the elegant and effortless effect. We have this like light pink silky blouse. We have this darker purple like plum shade. It's like a coat, an upcoat, colored coat. We have a Bottega Veneta bag in this like steel blue. We have some jeans, some denim jeans with a little flare at the end. Some neutral Prada sunnies. Some gray boots. And I love this print here. It's like a watercolor floral print. Very like abstract florals. And again, we have a breakdown of some pieces. Trench coat, blazer, denim jackets, cardigan, striped sweater, turtleneck, wool coat, midi skirt, slip skirt, tailored trousers, blue jeans, gray jeans, denim dress, knitted dress, lace top, poplin shirt, striped t-shirt, camisole, jewelry, boots, flats, crossbody bag, and tote bag. Now I'm going to go ahead and share the pieces that I picked out for you. There's a lot of pieces, so please bear with me. Okay, so the first one here is this teal dress. This is from Natural Life. It's very flowy, soft cotton. I think it's quite beautiful. Perfect for the summer. I love how she pairs it with the denim jacket because denim is going to be your best friend. And yeah, I love everything about this particular dress. I love the slits at the ends. I love her neutral sandals as well. So I absolutely love that. They call this a teal. It does veer sage-like, but they call it teal. So we're gonna go with that. I have another dress that I really liked from Natural Life. In fact, like, I love this entire website. They have a lot of beautiful dresses, but I liked the fact that this dress pulls a lot of the colors within your palette, and this has a lot of the darker shades within your palette, and I know that you like wearing darker colors, so this is kind of like still lighter in comparison to like a black or any of the darker shades, but we do have, I guess, a nice contrast of like some of the lighter shades within the darker shades, but everything works really, really well, and I don't think that it will clash. So, very, very beautiful. Again, perfect flowy dress. Then, again, along the same lines, you know, incorporating some of the darker shades, just, you know, to kind of like ease you in to your color palette. I really like this one, also from Natural Life. This is a mesh top, so it's a bit see-through, but I love even like the button details of this top. I love the floral details because it's bringing in that romantic vibe that soft summers and soft autumns really fit well with, so I love this a lot. And I decided to pair this with a denim skirt, also from Natural Life, but I love the denim skirt with a little fraying, and this is just called denim mini skirt, so very, very cute. So I love that. Now this is like cozy, cute vibes. So this is from Urban Outfitters. And again, we're seeing the lighter pinks and the mauves, and it's giving monochromatic, which soft summers do really well in. Okay. So I love this top. It's so cute. Like all of the details, the lacing. So stunning. Now I actually like how she paired this because the jeans are actually grayed out, so this could absolutely work together. Okay, so there's that. I actually paired it with these just for like a cozier vibe, and this is also from Urban Outfitters. It's the Out From Under Willa Easy Pull Lounge Pant. Now you can go for the lighter pink, purple stripe, or the maroon stripe if you want to go for like the darker colors. So very, very cute, and I know that would be super comfortable. And then for some like casual tops, I really love the PDG Too Perfect short sleeve tee. Again, colors from your palette. She even has your iconic blonde, so you can see just how well, you know, this pairs with even your hair coloring now, so I love this. And then we have this Motel Runuba keyhole cut tie back cropped tank top. Quite a long name, but it's a pink tank top again with colors within your palette. And I love the back to this, and that is so fun. It's all about the little details. Super cute. So I thought that both of those tops would pair nice with something like this. This is the mid-rise super baggy jean, but of course you can go for like a high-rise jean. But I like that kind of like casual, baggy, grungy chic kind of look. Then this is one of my favorites. Okay, so this is the kimchi blue Cameron lace trim tie front to top. Again, trying to incorporate some of the darker shades within your palette, and I love like this grayed out blue with the purpley maroon. So all colors within your palette done in a very like unexpected way. And I love all of like little touches. I love the little bows and how it laces up at the front. That's really cute. And so I think paired with, let's see, just have to find my place again. With this skirt would be so cute. So this is also from Kimchi, and this is the blue guinea double buckle front pleated mini skirt. Midi skirt. That's really fun. They do have a burgundy one as well. I love the slits on the side. That is so cute. So they do have a burgundy one as well, which would also work really well with the top. Now, love this too. This is also from Kimchi. This is the blue Amy ruffle button front corset tank top. This is indigo, and this is one of my favorite colors on you. It's so stunning. Again, love the details, the frills, the ruffles. Obsessed. So that's so beautiful. Okay, next up we have this top, also from Kimchi. It's the blue Tara embroidered cotton baby doll cami. So I love the plaid. Again, all of this is within your palette. Love the denim skirt. Love the shoes. Everything. And that. All within your color palette. That's so perfect. Then, if we're going slightly lighter, this is the Kimchi Blue Eva flutter sleeve tie front baby doll top. So working with the icy blue and the lighter neutral within your palette. And I even love the shorts that she has. So this entire look is a vibe, all within your color palette. This is working with the lighter shades. So very, very fun. So cute. Love this top as well. You guessed it, from Kimchi. Blue Farah scooped halter top. Love the lace, the lacy bow, the ribbon. Love the little floral details. Love how she paired it. Absolutely perfect. And yes, it is a halter. And again, love the chunky loafers. And these are from ASOS. These are in the burgundy because, again, they're from your color palette, so I really wouldn't do black or brown. But the burgundy is definitely the way to go. plus the buckling is actually a silver, so extra points for that. So again, that's from ASOS. And then, let's see, we have some specials from Adidas. And these are in the blue shade. Love this color. The bottoms are also like a cooler neutral, so that works as well. So these are from Dick's Sporting Good, but you can pretty much find them everywhere. So this is a dress that I really love. It's from Urban Outfitters as well. It's remade by Urban Outfitter. And this is a linen smocked milkmaid midi dress. I think like the whole milkmaid fit works really well with you. So I really love this one a lot. You can do so much with also like the shoes. And I love that, again, she's wearing it with a denim jacket, so that's fun. But yeah, I love, she wore loafers. You can wear sneakers with it as well, like the specials or the burgundy loafers. And then we have this kimchi blue Odessa asymmetric one shoulder mesh midi dress. Again, this has all the colors within your palettes, and this is again giving monochromatic. So love it. I love the fit. I think that's really fun. So then we have these shoes. These are tapestry shoes, and these are in the Sahara from the Oasis Society. These are so cool. These are if you want height and fun, and these would pair really nicely with the first teal dress that I showed you that kind of leans more sagey. Absolutely yes, I love this. But in general, like this tapestry vibe works really good with both soft summers and soft bottoms. Again, romantic, vintage like colors, things like that. Now we're talking yellow. So yellow looks really good on you. So this is from Altered State, and here we have this lovely dress. It's kind of hard to tell, but it is a yellow, mellow yellow. And again, I just love all the details. Like, look at the back, it has a bow. That is too cute. I love also that she is wearing teal boots, because again, this is within your color palette, so that's kind of perfect. I don't know if you would rock boots with it, but I love this dress. It's the Hazley double layered. Oh, it's a romper. A romper made to look like a dress. Even better. Okay, because then you can really move and groove. Now I did pick these teal shoes, but teal shoes of any kind. I just went with these just again for an example. But these are from DSW. It's the Aerosols Camera Platform Sandal in a teal suede. Not too high, and it has the platform, so easy to walk in. But yeah, these are just, they're fun. Great pop of color for your color palette. Okay, so then that will look gorgeous on you. Again, like teal, so pretty. Now there is another color. This is called Madder Root. It also is within your color palette. Very, very beautiful. Again, from Old Navy. And yeah, this shade is called Jet Stream. Jet Stream. So, let's see. Next up, we have another romper. And for this romper, I really love this lavender shade. I love, that's just too cute. So those are the shorts inside. But I just love like the bow. I love how the backside looks with like the V shape. You could also go with this color, but it's definitely leaning more red. But it still has, like, it's still more so a muted red, so that also works. Okay, and I will have links for you as well to all of these. Next up, we have these pants. These are the Free Park Ave pants. So I love this color. This is golf green. I love the lemongrass. Let's see what else. There's another color that I really liked. This also works again because it's a muted red. Let's see. That may have been all the colors. And again, this like grayed out black. So, oh, I also love these as well. So there's just like so many different colors within that style. Now, next up, if you want to go for some like chic sandals, these are Camel by the Sea sandals, and I like them because they have a little bit of silver. I know you prefer gold, but if you want to sprinkle some silver into the mix, this is a fun way to do it. And this is how the shoe looks. So this is like a burgundy shade. So I would definitely go for like more of the lighter neutral or the burgundy. Next up, we have another kimchi piece. This is a blue Octavia Tropical Floral Graphic one shoulder tank. So I love, that's so pretty. And let's see, I like how she paired it with these like olive cargo pants. There you go. You can see that better. Love it. Now if you want to incorporate the darkest color within your palette, which is a charcoal gray, this is a great way to do it. This is the Kimchi Blue Cat graphic t-shirt dress. So you could wear it as is, of course. Or you could pair it with something like boxer shorts. This is the The Label Baxter boxer short in a light yellow. And I was even thinking pairing it with something like this. These yellow sneakers. This is from Vivaya. And this is in butter yellow. It's the square toe lace up satin sneakerina. That's so cute. But pairing it with that cat dress t-shirt and the boxer shorts. And with like the kimchi one shoulder floral tank, and then like the green cargo pants, or like a charcoal gray cargo pants. You could do something like this, like the more pinker version, to pull on the layer pink within the flower. That would be so cute. And then I really love this dress. This is the hyacinth lace spliced midi dress. Look at the details. Stunning. I love how she paired it, kind of like a ballerina. That's too cute. You could also wear some pumps. You can do so many things. And there is a blue one as well if you much rather go with the blue. You could also very well go with the green. I just probably wouldn't go with like the lightest shade, but my ultimate favorite is definitely this color right here. And again, with those like light pink lace up sneakerinas. Yeah. Also, the first tapestry shoes, they may be too much. I know you like things comfy, so I saw these. These are the Dahlia mauve sneaker, again with like the tapestry fabric, and then it has some like burgundy leather touches with different laces. You can go with like regular laces or these. These are my favorite laces. How cute. Yes. These are from the Oasis Society. And they're just so fun. So yeah. I would love styling those. And then like a basic denim trucker jacket, something from the 90s. We have this Levi gray jacket. Denim is everything, so I love this. You can wear this with dresses. You can wear this with, a top like this, a band tee. The sky's the limit. Now, this is from Target. I'm gonna get this myself. This is so good. This is the women's denim shorts set. So this is the high waist casual outfit, sleeveless top with shorts. So high waisted shorts, as you can see, and then this like denim vest top that like splits in the center. I love everything about it. And this comes in a lighter denim as well, so that's very good. Let me show you what I would pair it with. You could do the tapestry shoes if you want to do something funky. You could do another funky sneaker. This is from Puma, and this is the Palermo faded denim. So this is also denim. So it'll be denim on denim, that like Canadian tuxedo look, but I love the colors within this. It's so fun. And then we have some perforated Mary Janes, like the mesh perforated shoes are very in. This one is from H&M. And let me see. This is the perforated Mary Jane belly flats in sage. Now they don't quite look like sage, but they're a very light milky green. So that's gonna be like your light neutral. Those are really fun. Then we have some Levi's. Again, these are from Target, and they're the women's high-rise. If you're not really into baggy jeans, these are a bit more fitted. And I thought that this top would be perfect. And this is, a bit more of those like grayed out cooler tones within your palette. So tuck the tank in, and these silver hoops So those are some of the picks. I mean, I honestly could have gone on and on, but those are some that I really fell in love with. Now, as for makeup, I know that you are a bare-faced goddess and you rock it well because you're gorgeous and flawless. I could never. But I'm just going to show you some tips and tricks for the soft summer. But I will leave some links to items that I think you would like. For instance, right off the bat, I thought of the Merit Tinted SPF. It's very lightweight and barely even detectable. And then maybe play with some, colored makeup like burgundy mascara or like a light brown mascara to really make your hazel eyes pop. Even like a blue mascara would be fun. More on the cooler tone, not like super bright blue. Here we go. So, natural soft makeup. The natural makeup of the soft summer color type is delicate and sophisticated. You don't need bright colors or a lot of makeup to achieve a natural look. You need mattes or gently shiny natural makeup. A satin blush or a little powdery highlighter will be beautiful on you. Of the summers, the colors of the soft summer are the darkest, but the black eye makeup doesn't work for you either. More beautiful is brown, navy blue, charcoal gray, or taupe. You look amazing in smoky, blurry looks, build transitions, shade your eyes. The soft berry, earthy roses and raisins. These lipsticks are fantastic. You want to choose a matte finish. You can combine a nude lipstick with a delicate smoky eye for the everyday look. So these are some shades. It's like a light pinky plum shade. This is to make sure the blush and lipstick are blue and not yellow based. We also see the neutral eyeshadow colors are cream, brown, and various shades of gray. Look for mattes, subtle shades. A medium dark pink gold powder is a great bronzer. Choose a cool matte color or a powder foundation for contouring. Your most beautiful nail polish shades are delicate soft nude colors, matte, and slightly glossy finishes. Okay. So, for natural, for subtle, and for dramatic. The no makeup effect with a satin or matte skin mascara and powder pink lips. For subtle, nude makeup with matte lips, rose pink blush, and sophisticated eyes. For dramatic, berry lipstick with a hint of contouring and soft eye makeup, liner or smoky. And here are some products. Like the Lancome blush in Rose Sable, the L'Oreal Paris Color Riche in Berry Blush, that is a lipstick. The Saint Laurent Rouge Per Couture in Fatale, the Bobbi Brown Longwear Cream Shadow Stick in Taupe, the Bobbi Brown Luxe Matte Lip Color in Nude Reality, and the Dior Forever. I believe this is a foundation. And this is a soft summer color wheel for makeup. So natural lips, natural eyes, subtle lips, subtle And here are some nail polish shades. We have rose gold, pale pink, nude mauve, cream and taupe, slate, soft brown, lavender, rose, teal, and a light blue. And I think the last of it all is your hair coloring. So being a neutral season, hair can present as warmer or cooler, but is typically always ashy. And again, we're talking about just like natural coloring, so like a dirty blonde, as you can see here. But here are some of the colors. We have ash blonde, dark ash blonde, sheer blonde, light brown, ash brown, medium brown, espresso, and cool brown. So there are many soft-sand versions of gray and brown, plus a limited range of blonde. Tones of red are almost certain not to flatter your predominantly cool base and are best left to other seasons. Try out pink, violet, or mushroom tones instead. Don't go too dark with your hair color. But again, we do as we please, right? So those are just examples. Now I do have a palette for the like dirty blondes, or like cool tone browns. So you can see that the palette for this particular hair color does pretty much fall within your color palette. So there you have it. You are a soft summer, my beautiful friend. I hope that you enjoyed this rose. I know that this was super long, but I like to have these pretty concise. All links I will be giving to you. And yeah, until next time. And thank you so much. It was definitely my pleasure. I loved every moment of this. And as always, love you. To the moon,